For months now, the Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccine has been saddled with concerns over its effectiveness when compared to its counterparts from Moderna and Pfizer. Those concerns were affirmed late Friday afternoon when an FDA panel recommended anyone 18 years or older who received the one-shot J&J vaccine should indeed get a booster shot as soon as 2 months later. FDA panelist Dr. Jeanette Lee.
I just want to point out that this is going to be some very, very messy in terms of the messaging, and I just I don't offer a suggestion, but I'm just making an observation.
Dr. Lee's current concerns over messy messaging stand in stark contrast to just how aggressively health and elected officials were pushing the Johnson & Johnson vaccine earlier this year, particularly in Black and brown, low-income, senior, and other communities, all perceived as, quote, hard to reach. Here's New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio talking up the J&J vaccine back in March.
The best way to vaccinate people is right in their own neighborhood. Now that we have the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, we can finally reach our homebound seniors because it is a vaccine that's so much easier to work with. It does not require the same refrigeration. It's one shot.
It did not take long for advocates to openly question in the news media why the less effective J&J vaccine was being pushed into those very same communities.
The reality is there always should have been an option for those communities to get either the 2-dose mRNA vaccines or the 1-dose J&J.
Still, Dr. Stephanie Silvera, epidemiologist and professor of public health at Montclair State University, says the J&J vaccine may have one superior advantage if it is paired with a booster shot.
There has not been any evidence that your antibodies wane to the extent that we're seeing in those mRNA vaccines. So there is a chance that with this second dose of Johnson & Johnson, it might be 2 and done, whereas with the mRNA vaccines, we might need boosters every 6 to 8 months.